My clients are moms who really don't have a lot of time and flexibility in their current roles. So I usually talk to moms when they are at the end of their road in their corporate roles. They want a change. They want to escape corporate. They're tired of requesting PTO when their kiddo is sick. And, for as much as corporations try to be flexible and try to accommodate um, our moms, they really fall short ultimately. Because even if there are kind of methods of being flexible and understanding, usually in the culture that doesn't play out the way that moms need it to. So the moms I work with are really just tired, exhausted, looking for any sense of balance. But they still want to be, financially contributing to their family in some way and have their own career identity. And so they are looking for another option. And, I've found myself and for the moms I work with, business ownership tends to be a beautiful opportunity to create flexibility and balance. And when I say balance, I mean not necessarily balance on a scale, but being able to define what balance means to them and kind of live out their ideal schedule. Um, and so yeah, that ends up being my client's complaint and also how we get to a better place for them.
Yeah, yeah. And I think time and balance, they are the essential problems for all moms, but especially when you are a new mom like yourself. I
Mhm.
think they are big variables in your life, right? Uh, and so if your client comes to you with those complaints, what is the protocol you follow? Do you have a structured program, or do you structure your program according to your client's need? And what is the
Yes.
timing?
Yeah. So a little bit of both.
Mhm.
I would say every single mom I work with, even if their first complaint or problem is not necessarily time, I do find that the skills that we work through to create time and energy are helpful for every mom, but really any human being, right? I
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
now like to use my powers for for good with moms. I used to help leaders prevent burnout in corporate America.
Uh-huh.
So when I became a mom, I wanted to help moms because
Yeah.
now I'm the biggest mom cheerleader. But so no matter what the biggest complaint or the biggest problem moms come to me with, we're always going to address time management and helping moms create time and energy. I have a process that I use personally and that all of my clients use that helps them to live a more conscious and deliberate life. So being able to use their time in a way that aligns with their priorities, whether that be family or work or, self-care, they really are able to find the time, which is, something that is difficult for all moms. And so I always teach that skill and that process to moms. But then it really depends on what they need. So what where they're at in their business, um, if they just have an idea, if they don't even have an
Mhm.
idea, that will be individual based on where they're at and what they need. The other really important thing that I do almost always, because moms are really exhausted from their corporate roles, is we go through a process of loving their job before they leave it. And what that does is it helps them to take control, really, of not just their environment, but their kind of emotions, and to see how exhausting it can be to like hate our space and hate our environment that we're in. So there's a self-coaching model that I use to help moms really understand what thoughts are leading to just being absolutely fed up and exhausted. And we relieve a lot of that at the beginning, because making decisions from a place of being of tension and like wanting to run away from something is not their best place to be making a decision. It's
Mhm.
really when we are open um, and inviting new opportunities and kind of excited where we are, but also excited to level up. That's when the best stuff comes out. So that I always do that with folks as well, and that it mitigates a ton of the exhaustion. So combined with having tools and then also this mindset shift, uh, I really see immediate results in moms just feeling lighter and more in control really early on in the coaching process. But then, of course, I work with them for 6 months.
Yeah.
So that's like weeks 1 through 4. We're working on those. And then the rest of the time, the 5 months, we're really building their business, transitioning out of corporate and helping them to identify with being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. And I think that's also another big challenge because of course corporate world is tough and you have to follow the guidelines. Like you said, getting the time off is a big process and sometimes is a
Mm.
very not successful process.
Yeah.
But also being an entrepreneur is another journey that full of unknowns.